Hello class, good morning. So today I will discuss to you the basic working processes. But before, so here are the basic working processes. First is measuring. So when you are measuring, you should use the proper tools. You can use a meter stick, ruler, push-pull rule, steel square, tri-square, zigzag ruler. So, for you to measure, use a meter, hold it firmly, stretch it straight starting at the beginning point of the measurement and mark it with a pencil. The end point of the measurement, be careful to keep the meter firmly while placing or firmly in place while measuring so that it will become straight and you will measure it properly. Next is cutting. Use the type of scissors appropriate for material you are cutting. Hold the scissors firmly. Position the scissors on the material and make one precise stroke directly the material you are cutting and check if your scissors can cut with precision. So in cutting, you should use the proper scissor or proper cutting tools. So if you are cutting cloth, then you will use scissor. If you will cut wood, then you can use a crack or a cross cut saw, or that is sewing. Next is nailing. Use the right kind of hammer for the kind of nail to be hammered. Hold the hammer firmly with one hand toward end of the handle, and for the big nails, raise the hammer above your shoulder on the direction of the nail. Focus on the nail and then with one big blow, drive the hammer straight to the head of the nail and keep your fingers and hands out of the way. As you hammer it, keep your fingers and hands out of the way. And remember, when you are in nailing, you should use also the proper nail, proper size of nail. Next is chiseling. So you need a chisel to cut on the wood and a mallet to drive the chisel into the wood. For a fine cut, you see it that the chisel is very sharpened. So this is how we use a chisel. Next is smoothing. So this is the process of removing lean and rough edges of the wood. This gives the surface of the wood a very fine texture. You can use sandpaper. Next is finishing. So in the finishing process, this is the process of applying paint, varnish, and other coloring materials to improve the appearance of the project. So here are the procedure in painting. First is prepare the type of paint that you will use. Number 2 is stir the paint to attain the uniformity. Use thinner if needed. Number 3, use the right size of brush in applying the paint. So if you will paint a wall, then probably you will use a bigger size of brush. Number 4, dry the first coating before applying the second coating. Because if you will apply the second coating without drying the first coating, then you will see the uniformity in the texture of the finished product. Reapply paint until you achieve the desired finish and allow it to dry in open air. And after you use the brushes, you should clean it so that you can use it again. Next is procedure in varnishing. Choose a type of varnish desired, then clean the parts to be varnished. So if it is dusty, then you should wipe it first. Next is do staining or coloring of food before varnishing. Number 4, apply varnish using a brush or spray. Apply evenly throughout the surface. Number 5, dry the first coating before applying the second coating, the same as in painting, and repeat the process until you have achieved the desired finish. And next is health and safety practices while working. First is wear personal protective attire when working. So you can use gloves, then focus on what you are doing. So give your full attention in the project. Number 3 is check your tools if they are good condition before using them, because the quality of your tools will affect the quality of your product or project. Next is have all the right tools and materials within reach to save time and energy. So pick all the tools that you need before you will start so that you can easily reach them when you are doing the activity. And number 5, know the steps before executing them. Do not hesitate to seek the help of someone who knows better. So if you need help, then ask somebody to help you. Number 6, work in well ventilated, well lighted, clean, and orderly surroundings. So when well ventilated, so that you can work in well ventilated so that you can work comfortably, well lighted so that you can see what you are cutting or measuring, clean and orderly surroundings. So if you need something, then you can find it because your place is in order. So use the right tool for the right job. It makes work easy and good quality. So just like in cutting, use the proper scissor. Number 8, clean tools after use and store in the toolbox or cabinet. If you use tools that can be used again next time, then you should clean it properly. For your activity,